Hi guys, so today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Aries. If you know me, you know that I always do my shuffling before I start the video, so that's all set. But I haven't looked at the cards. We're going to look at them together, see what's going on with you right now, as well as the upcoming future. So let's go ahead and get started. So where I'm going to start though is the recent past. I call this the position of the back. Let's take a look. So I have the World card with the Oracle card of the Queen. Wow. This is like opportunities to be like for a little bit like more responsibility, essentially. Opportunities for new responsibility. Whether this is like in the workplace, if maybe you're given a promotion in the recent past, or just with life. There's been like a general opportunity for new responsibilities because the world is also like a new chapter in our life. So right now it's like a whole new chapter where you get to be like more of a grown-up, really, and kind of like be more, have like a more of a handle on your own shit. That's the Queen. Let's pull some cards. Tell me more about the World with the Queen here. It's like, I feel like this is like a graduation where maybe like on some level, in some aspect of ourselves, like we were the princess in the past, and we've graduated to the Queen, and this is the new chapter that's kind of like that we've begun recently. Okay. But I have the Manticore here, so it's not all like roses, you know. This hasn't been like an easy chapter. This has actually been like a little bit of a pain in the ass. So it's like an opportunity to get your shit together. Well, that isn't, I guess, always the most pleasant opportunity, right? If you're called on to have discipline and to really take care of your stuff, that's not always the best lesson to have to learn. But it's a lesson that's good to have learned. So I think it's good that you already went through it. Anyway, the Manticore is an annoyance. It's an irritation. It's something that just wasn't very fun. And in fact, as I was saying, it wasn't very fun. Underneath that, Leo upside down. So Leo is normally fun, upside down, not fun. So you went through a period that wasn't fun, but you came out of it like more of an adult. That's essentially what I'm getting here. Let's just look at the top couple cards and see if there's a little bit more details. The top of the deck goes inward with specific details. The bottom of the card spans outward for surrounding information. Anyway, just a little bit of a tidbit there. All right, so the next three cards are Mercury, the Key, with the number 2. This is going to tell me again a little bit more about the World with the Queen here. These lessons that we've graduated from. Okay, so I think some of these lessons have to do actually with speaking up for yourself and having like the strength of character to kind of like, this is a little bit of a boundaries here. A little bit of your own individual space here. It's kind of like if you're in a relationship, this would be like learning in the past, having learned through going through an annoying, not fun time, remember, that we need to speak up for the things, for ourselves sometimes, just to create some boundaries between us and other. There are healthy boundaries. There's always healthy boundaries here. And I think that's part of the lessons that's in the back, in the recent past. Healthy boundaries between us and a certain other individual with the number 2. A specific individual, I think here, either a partner, close friend, roommate, someone who we're really close to or familiar with the number 2. Let's keep going. Let's move on, since this was basically all about your what you've been really accomplishing. I want to move on to the position of the hand. This is now the present day, okay? But it's looking at your actions at the moment. Like how you're acting towards the outer world, other people. So let's take a look. I have Capricorn. That's the Oracle card with the Tarot card of the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's interesting because we have the closing out of an old chapter here, an ending of an old chapter and a brand new beginning, and then what's the Ace of Pentacles but a new beginning? So within the position of the hand here, this is like literally starting a new job. Starting a new business. And I'm saying job or business because now I'm looking at Capricorn here. This is the new, this is the business, this is the work, okay? So yeah, you know, it's looking more and more looking in the past. Maybe you did get a promotion Maybe you did get promotion, and now you started this new job, or you started this new position. But doesn't have to. Let me do some cards here, because it's still a little bit general. Let me get a little more specific with some cards. Tell me more about Capricorn with the Ace of Pentacles. Again, very earthy vibe here. Money, finances, career. With Capricorn, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, position. You did get a promotion. The crown is like a status upgrade, right? Like, imagine somebody gets crowned. You are upgraded to king, to knight. Well, maybe not to knight, but you get the idea. The whole concept behind the crown is, I think you recently started a new position. You started an upgrade. Or if it's not a new position, it's a new job that was an upgrade from your previous job. And on the bottom, the king. That's in charge. The king is in charge. The king is, can be the boss, but in general, the king is also victorious. So the king underneath that, Aries. Yeah, this is, I feel like, just work that you are excited about, work that you have been kind of like trying to, or a work, job, career, whatever, that you've been really trying to attain. This is like a positive move, and it's recent. So, again, now, if this isn't the case for you, I could be picking up on somebody around you. Just keep that in mind, all right, Aries? Anyway, let's keep going. So now I want to stay in the present. I'm going to leave the future for last, but I want to look at you in terms of like your thoughts and emotions. Let's start with emotions. So the position of the heart here. I have the Tower. Ugh. That gives me the chills. I never like seeing the Tower. It's the worst card in the deck. It is your stomach dropping. It is your worst fears coming true. It is like shock, where it is like unexpected shock, and not a good way. It's also your beliefs being deconstructed. Some people like try to like, I don't know, sugarcoat it and be like, oh, the Tower can be good. I never see the Tower as good. I hate the Tower card. So sorry, but I'm seeing here inner emotions. So maybe for some reason, why are we feeling the Tower card? I feel like you recently got a promotion. Why is the Tower here? But it's coupled with the bread. So let me think about this for a second. Because the bread is what we need. It's our resources. It is our daily bread. It's like not what we want, but our necessity. Our necessity. There's an unexpected necessity. Something about, it's like maybe we're not making enough money, and it's like a shock to us. Like, oh my God, is this going to be enough money? Are we going to have enough? Let me draw a card for this. This is our stomach dropping out from, feeling our stomach drop. Yeah, something we didn't see, the eye upside down. Something we didn't see, something caught us by surprise. Is it related to these other cards? I think so, but I haven't figured out how. Let me do another card here. Can I have another card to give me more information on this Tower? Why didn't we see this coming? What is it that was unexpected? Oh, Saturn. I think that your new job's a lot of work. I think this new position that you wanted, that might even be a lot more money, Saturn. In fact, see, Saturn's restriction, I'm wondering if it's a lot more money or if it's just a lot more work. Excuse me. On the bottom here, I have the Oracle card, the Tower, with the cat. So yeah, this is like knowing that this is the path for you, but kind of like there's a little bit of a hesitation because it's a lot. This is a new job, and I think it's a lot all at once, and I think it's been a bit of a shock to the system. You weren't expecting either how much work or what kind of work it was, or the amount of discipline that would be required. Something about this was unexpected. And it has to do with the bread, though. Is it maybe you're not making enough money? How can that be? That doesn't make sense. Maybe you're not making as much money as you thought in this new job. Let me do one more card. Give me one more card for this. Give me a clarifier for the bread with the Tower. Clarifier for the bread with the Tower. This is the last one because I don't want to get stuck on this one position. Give me a clarifier for the bread with the Tower. The crown upside down. Crown upside down. The old job? See, this either refers to the old job. Maybe you missed the old job. Or this is just way harder than the old job, something like to that effect. Yeah, it's just, maybe it's all just happening. Maybe it's because it just happened too quick. You weren't ready for this promotion. Maybe you just weren't ready for it. It was all too sudden. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Again, I'm going to leave the future for last. So there's only 2 more positions I want to reveal. But the next position is the position of the head. This tells me your strategies at the moment. What you're thinking, what you're plotting, that kind of a thing. So I have here the Empress with the book. All right. So the Empress with the book is how to make yourself look better. How do we make ourselves look better? How do we make the situation look better? Specifically, it could be how do we make our appearance look better. Tell me more about the Empress with the book. Uranus. I think we're trying to make it look like we're not quite so shocked. We're trying to make it look like we're not quite as not ready as we feel. That's what this Empress with the book is like. I gotta figure out how to look good, even though I feel like this is all happening way too fast and like it's just too much, essentially. All right. Anyway, let's move on to the last position because I wanna see what's going to happen. You guys know what is happening, what's about to happen. Let's see. So the future, remember short-term future. I have the 3 of Swords with the hand here. So this is disappointment. This is absolute disappointment because of another person. Somebody's going to disappoint you. I don't know why. I really don't. I might need another card. This is literally someone disappointing you. Either you ask them for help and they disappoint you, or someone doesn't come through. Tell me what the 3 of Swords with the hand. Tell me what the 3 of Swords with the hand. Manticore. It's bitchy. It's annoying. It's irritating. It's pain in the ass. This person, whoever it is, okay, so this is somebody who we expect more of. Coming up here, somebody we expect more of, we're going to be disappointed with. It's going to be because they're about to be a pain in our ass for some reason. Just random. I'm going to see if I can figure out who in a second. So again, on the bottom, this is how they're going to disappoint you. If you're relying on them to be at work, remember this is a lot of career stuff here. If you're relying on this person for work or even around the house, whatever, relying on this person for anything, but I'm thinking work, they're going to disappoint you by calling out. They're going to disappoint you by essentially either like doing a shitty job or not being present. Just being, I think, maybe inconsistent, okay? And I see that with, first of all, this, you expected more of them with these cards. And then the 4 is them calling out. The 4 with Mars is them calling out. I'm just explaining how I'm getting all this information. And then Scorpio with the 9, that's the inconsistency where they're reliable and unreliable, along with this, with the 2 and the Torch. I mean, it's a lot here, but it all kind of like fits together into the same concept. All right? Anyway. So that is what's coming up. Now, I do think this is showing up because it's part of this new job and it's part of this, everything that's happening to you. So let's pull straight up advice, guys. Let's pull advice. This is going to give us more clear information, what you guys should be doing, what you should be focused on, etc. So let's go ahead and take a look. I have an advice, positive advice for my Aries signs. What should my Aries be looking at, focused on, or you know, what action should they be taking? What should my Aries be thinking about, focused on? What actions should they be taking? Best advice for my Aries. Best advice and strategies for my Aries. Best advice for my Aries signs. Best advice. Best advice for my Aries. Best advice. It's just a card came out here. Let's see anything else we got. The first card, I'm going to one by one. 5 of Cups. This is that disappointment. You're going to be, like I was saying, you're going to be disappointed. Somebody's going to disappoint you. And like I'm saying, it's like if they're calling out, they're like a no-call, no-show. with the Two of Swords upside down. This person just is like somebody who you expected to be there and they don't, or you expect them to call you and they don't. Something to that effect is going to happen, and just be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. On the bottom, Mercury. It's all about communication. Somebody is not communicating, or it could also be that they're not, you know, physically traveling, coming into work, because Mercury is also that travel. So, but I'm thinking they're like a no call. Let's look on the top few cards. So the next 3 cards, which just tell me a little bit more detail about this. The Hand, again, the Hand comes out. The Hand, again, is all about meeting another person, having that help, needing somebody to help you, or expecting the other person to come towards you in some way. And then with the Queen here, that's definitely an expectation. That is more of like an obligation with the Queen here. The Queen creates an obligation, I would say, with this hand. She expects it. And the thing is, the Queen, I think the Queen is you, by the way. I think you need it. You're now in a position where you perhaps are in charge, and I think you need these people to do the job. And so that's why the bread is there. You need the help of these people, and the people are missing. Be prepared. Be prepared. How is this advice? I guess if you're just prepared. Anything else? Let me see if anything else comes out. Anything else? Anything else, please? Yeah, I think you're just going to need to really branch out and ask people for help, honestly. You are going to have to ask people for help. That is the advice here. You will need help. You will need help. Ask people for help. Because of this. Because of the no call, no shows. However that applies. Whoo! Gemini with the rope upside down. These are promise breakers. Okay? Promise breakers. These people are not doing what they're supposed to. That's why. That's why this is all happening. That's why your job is going to be so difficult, or is so difficult. Yeah, and you're unprotected. One upside down, the wall upside down. You're very vulnerable in this position that you're in. Okay? So you really do need help. The last card here is Uranus. You need a miracle. You need revolution. Like, Uranus is literally like a mental breakthrough. You need like a eureka moment, and that has to do with finding the right person to help you. All right? Put those together. Like, you got to come up with a plan, an ingenious plan on how to get new people to help you with whatever it is you're having trouble with there, Aries. All right? So that's it, guys. That's your reading. I hope that resonated. I hope that made some sense to you, even if it was a person who is near you. But either way, thank you guys so much for taking an interest in my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in a little while, a week or two. All right? Take care.